Hi my dear student, today we will discuss chapter 2 complex number exercise 2.9 1 mark questions. Choose the correct or the most suitable answer from the given 4 alternatives. Question number 1. We have I power n plus I power n plus 1 plus I power n plus 2 plus I power n plus 3 is dash. So in this case I will consider an example I plus I square plus I cube plus I power 4. For any complex number with base I, the power multiple of 4 is always 1. That is I power 4 equal to 1, I power 8 equal to 1, I power 12 equal to 1, I power 40 equal to 1. So I power multiple of 4 is always 1. So in this case we have I square minus 1, I cube that is minus I power 4 is plus 1 whose sum is 0. And I will give another example. I power 6 plus I power 7 plus I power 8 plus I power 9. I power 6. 6 when you can write as 4 plus 2. 4 is multiple of 4 and plus 2. So I power 4 become 1, then I square become minus 1. I power 7. I can split the power as 4 plus 3. So I power 4 1, I power 3 is minus I. I power 8. Where 8 is a multiple of 4, so the value is 1. I power 9. I can write 9 as 8 plus 1. So I power 8 is 1. So I power 1 is left. In this case, whose sum is 0. Similarly, the given question is I power n plus I power n plus 1 plus I power n plus 2 plus I power n plus 3. Sum of 4 complex number with base I. The powers are consecutive numbers, then the sum will be 0. So in this case, the result is 0. Question number 2. The value of sigma I equal to 1 to 13 within bracket I power n plus I power n minus 1. In this case, you want to replace n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. 13. For the first term, I power n. When you replace 1, 2, 3, etc. 13, we will get I plus I square plus I cube plus I power 4, etc. I power 13. In this case, sum of 4 consecutive number gives 0. Therefore, first 4 terms gives 0 and the next 4 terms gives 0 and the next 4 terms gives 0. Finally, I power 13 is left. I power 13 which gives I, because 13 can be written as 12 plus 1. So I power 1 is left. In the second term, I power n minus 1. Replace 1, 2, 3, etc. 13. We will get I power 0 plus I power 1 plus I power 2 plus I power 3, etc. I power 12. In this case, except the first term I power 0 gives 1. The next 4 terms whose sum is 0 and the next 4 terms whose sum is 0. Similarly, the last 4 terms whose sum is 0. So what is left? 1. So in this case, the result is 1 plus I. Got it? Question number 3. The area of the triangle formed by the complex number z, iz, and z plus iz in the Argand's diagram is dash. See, in this case, we want to find out the area of the triangle where the complex numbers are z, iz and z plus iz. In this case, angle between z and iz is 90 degree. Therefore, it forms a right angle triangle. So I can use the formula area of the triangle equal to half into base into height, which is equal to half into mod z into mod iz, where mod iz and mod z are same. So I can write mod iz as mod z, which is equal to 1 by 2 into mod z gives 1 by 2 mod z square. So in this case, the answer is 1 by 2 mod z square. Question number 4. The conjugate of a complex number is 1 divided by I minus 2. Then the complex number is dash. So in this case, the conjugate of a complex number is 1 by I minus 2. Suppose z is a complex number. So you wanted to consider z bar equal to 1 by I minus 2. Z bar equal to 1 by I minus 2. Therefore, replace plus I by minus I, we will get the conjugate of z bar, that is z. So in this case, z equal to 1 by minus I minus 2, that is minus 1 by I plus 2. So in this case, the answer is option B, minus 1 by I plus 2. Question number 5. If z equal to root 3 plus I whole power 3 into 3i plus 4 whole square divided by 8 plus 6i whole square. Then mod z is equal to dash. In this case z is given, therefore take modulus. So mod z equal to modulus of root 3 plus I whole cube into 3i plus 4 whole square divided by 8 plus 6i whole square. Then take individual modulus. It will be modulus of root 3 plus I whole cube modulus of 4 plus 3i whole square divided by modulus of 8 plus 6i whole square. In this case, mod z power n equal to mod z whole power n. So I can write mod root 3 plus I whole cube mod 4 plus 3i whole square divided by mod 8 plus 6i whole square. Root 3 plus I modulus, it will be square root of 4 whole cube. Modulus of 4 plus 3i, it will be square root of 4 square plus 3 square, that is 25. Root 25 whole square. Modulus of 8 plus 6i, root of 64 plus 36, 100. Therefore, root 100 whole square. So, finally, we will get root 4 whole cube as 2 power 3, 8. Root 25 whole square as 25 divided by root 100 whole square as 100. When you simplify, finally, we will get 2. So, in this case, option C, 2 is the answer. Got it? Question number 6. If z is a non-zero complex number such that 2i z square equal to z bar, then find mod z is dash. See, in this case we have 2i z square equal to z bar. I will take modulus on both sides. So it will be mod 2i z square equal to mod z bar with modulus. So mod 2 become 2, mod I become 1, mod z square is mod z whole square. Since mod z bar and mod z are equal, therefore in the right hand side mod z. Now I can divide mod z, it gives 2 mod z equal to 1. Therefore mod z will be 1 by 2. Got it? Question number 7. If modulus z minus 2 plus I, which is less than or equal to 2, then the greatest value of mod z is dash. In this case, we have mod z minus 2 plus I less than or equal to 2. Here I will use mod z1 minus mod z2 whole modulus is less than or equal to mod z1 minus z2. In this case, mod z minus 2 plus I will consider, which is z minus of 2 minus I. Okay, so therefore mod z1 minus mod z2 whole modulus less than or equal to mod z1 minus z2. In this case, z1 is z, z2 is 2 minus I. Therefore mod z minus mod 2 minus I whole modulus, which is less than or equal to mod z minus 2 plus I less than or equal to 2. So therefore mod z minus modulus of 2 minus I is root 5, that is 2 square plus 1. Therefore mod z minus root 5 less than or equal to 2. This implies mod z less than or equal to 2 plus root 5. So in this case, the greatest value of mod z is root 5 plus 2. Got it?